Nice, and we had so many great memories together off the court. So yeah, so much as support like this, it's so great for the Philippines, and they have someone to have a lot of pride over, especially in tennis.
One of my best friends, not just on tour but in life, is Zainab. I've grown really close with her. Yeah.
I tell you what, that's a pretty impressive little group you talk about there. That's like a young Avengers on the WTA. Mboko for that one.
Oh well, yeah, I'm excited. I'm sure we're gonna play each other so many times. We joke about it all the time when the draw comes out.
Is it easier to play a friend or someone you aren't as close with?
Someone I'm not as close with. Carrie and my dad for supporting me this week. It's not the outcome I wanted, but I think there's so many positives to take.
Two best friends. One draws the other in every tournament and texts, "Get away from me." The other calls her best friend not just on tour, but in life. Now they're stepping onto Roland Garros clay together. If you want to follow this doubles run before the rest of the world catches up, subscribe right now. Drop in the comments, do you think Eala and Mboko can go all the way at the French Open? We read every single one.
Well, yeah, I mean, it feels unbelievable to kind of come back from a match like that. Alex is playing such incredible tennis, and of course the ambiance in the crowd was very electric, and it was very intense. So I think it really pushed me more and more to fight as much as possible. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm looking back at it, I feel super grateful that I was able to pull it through. But it was such an incredible experience. Yeah, well, I mean, I've known Alex since the juniors, so I mean, I've known her for even longer than that. But yeah, she's such a sweet girl. She's so nice, and we had so many great memories together off the court. So yeah. So I mean, we'll go and get like a bubble tea together, or we'll go to we do the most wholesome things together. So yeah, she's such a sweet girl, and it's never fun to play your friend. At the end of the day, on the match, on the court, we want to win. But I think I can't really remember what I told her at the net, but I was like, that was such an incredible match, and you know, she was like 300 something. I don't know my live ranking, but I think before the tournament I was around 23, 20.
Amazing, right?
It's nice. It feels nice.
She just beat her best friend in a 3-set battle in front of hundreds of Filipinos. And the first thing she said wasn't about the win. It was about the person on the other side of the net. That tells you everything about the dynamic between these two, but it goes much deeper than bubble tea.
Yeah, I mean, it has a nice ring to it, and I feel like I came a long way. So honestly, reflecting on the year, I mean, I want to finish this week, of course, nice, but then to reflect back on the year, I think I've made so many improvements, and yeah, I would have never thought at all that I was going to be playing even this tournament. So yeah, I mean, I think I could be a little bit proud of myself, and just really grateful for the whole process along the way. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I was the most calm with myself. It's normal, it's a match, you're always going to be stressed, especially when things are not going your way. But, you know, it's sports too. In tennis you can come down when you're even 5-0 down. So I believe anything's possible, and I just wanted to believe in myself as much as possible, not think of the score, just play freely, and yeah, I think that's kind of what helped me. I wouldn't say it didn't affect me. It was there was a lot of Filipinos in the crowd, but you know, that's sports. It happens all the time. It's gonna happen where the one is favored a lot more than the other, and I think it's how you deal with it that makes a big difference. Honestly, I think it was really great because someone like her having that much support like this, it's so great for the Philippines, and they have someone to have a lot of pride over, especially in tennis. So I think that's a beautiful thing, and even if it's against me, I think that.
Thanks very much, Patch. You're certainly right. She is going to be a frequent visitor to the winner's circle. Alex, it's wonderful to see you.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see you.
Really enjoyed our chat last time. Congratulations on the victory. Of course, no, this is not how you wanted to move forward. But I thought the first set, that first half a set, there were some very competitive points there, breaks back and forth. How did you sort of surmise the first few games?
I was definitely a little nervous. It was a big stadium and, of course, a big opponent. And yeah, I was really motivated, super excited to play the match. So I think those back and forths were really intense for me, and I'm happy that I was able to get some of them.
You had a tough one against Coco just a couple of weeks ago. What were some of the strategic reversals you wanted to use today?
First of all, I think less errors. I missed a lot, more than I would have liked in Dubai. That's also partly because she played so well and forced me to miss. So I think that's one of the things I did a little better today. Yeah.
So I have a confession to make. Every time someone asks, who should I be watching on the WTA? Who should I be excited about? You are one of the first names that comes out of my mouth.
I'm so flattered. Thank you.
We were all so captivated with your run in Miami, all what you did last year, this sort of meteoric rise that you've had. What's been the coolest part for you?
It's really hard to pick. I think, just being able to follow the calendar for me is an amazing part, because I now have the ranking where the calendar kind of dictates where I go. So I've been to the most amazing courts and been able to play in the most amazing atmospheres. Of course, Miami, I've been able to play on Wimbledon Center Court, which is my dream, and that's been amazing, and so many more, yeah.
You're probably top 2 or 3 with, I think, the most loyal fan base in the world. Wherever you go, you have some of the most amazing supporters behind you. What kind of energy does that give you as you travel around the world trying to make them proud?
It gives me so much motivation. I think it's such a pleasure to be able to play on courts where people are rooting for you, where there's an amazing electric atmosphere. So I never used to have that, because I was in ITF circuit. So to be able to play on amazing courts, amazing people, and the crowd, is such a great experience. So I hope they have fun. I do my best for them. I try my hardest every match. Yeah.
You've broken so many records as the first Filipina woman to do so many different things, and not too long ago, just a few weeks ago, you had an opportunity to play in Manila.
Yes.
At a 125 there. That must have been crazy. But do you feel that sort of honor and responsibility when you are representing your people?
Yes, I do feel a responsibility. I oftentimes say, I'm growing up, or maybe recently, I'm known as the Filipina on tour. So when, I'm the only Filipina that a lot of people are able to kind of see, at least in this space, in a professional tennis space. So I try my best to represent the best of the Philippines. I think it's also forced me to be really self-aware and
Top
just
10
push me to be
fast
genuinely a
courts.
better person.
Just see the ball and swing. Mboko describes her game as almost purely instinctive. The less time to think, the better she plays. Now pair that with Eala's tactical intelligence and controlled aggression. On paper, this doubles team makes tactical sense, but the friendship behind it makes it dangerous.
Yes, I do. Think this year one of my resolutions, and lately even before that, was to try to be more social and kind of like come out of my shell a little bit. And I'm happy to say that I've built a lot of really great friendships on tour. Yeah.
Very nice. Anyone in particular you maybe want to step on the doubles court with, or you enjoy spending that time on court with?
Well, this week I played with Eva Jovic. She's
beautiful.
Yeah, so we're really good friends. She's super fun. Others, I'm really good friends with one of my best friends, not just on tour but in life, is Zainab. I've grown really close with her. Victoria Mboko is also. And just I'm surrounded by so many amazing women. Women's Day, Eva Liz, Eva Jovic. So I'm really, and also the half Filipinas on tour. I really bonded with them. So I'm really grateful that I'm able to build these sorts of friendships because we can understand each other and just it's just girlhood. Yeah.
I tell you what, that's a pretty impressive little group you talked about there. That's like a young Avengers on the WTA. Mboko, Vicky Mboko, our number 10 seed, here with us at the Cadillac Tennis Channel desk. Vicky, great to see you.
Thank you.
Been playing great tennis. You continued it here. Very hot start in the first set. Second set was a little bit tighter out there, but you didn't drop serve. 3 of 3, break points saved.
Yes.
What did you do so well on the big points out there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she definitely raised her level in the second set. Then again, I feel like it made me back off a little bit more, but I'm glad to have turned it around. That one break point I had on her serve, I think at like 5-all. So that, of course, made a big difference in the match. But yeah, I mean, there's stuff that comes at me all the time like that. So I think it's important to kind of overcome it.
You had a 6-1 set today. You cruised through the first round, barely gave up games there. How are the conditions here suiting your game?
Well, I feel like the courts here are a lot faster than in my Indian Wells. So yeah, I think I like it, the fast pace. It just doesn't give me a lot of time to think, and I just go out there and swing. So I like it.
You know, it's interesting. You're such a big hitter off the forehand and backhand. You can kind of create pace and movement from anywhere in the court. So I'm always curious, on a slow court, your power can hit through the court, but on a fast court, it helps someone who isn't as big a hitter hit bigger as well. Which do you prefer? Where do you feel more comfortable?
I mean, I feel like they both have their pros and cons, but I think I prefer these, like the faster kind. Then again, like I feel like when it's slow, you kind of have to adjust a little bit more, and you kind of have to adjust to the bounce of the ball. So then again, I don't have to think as much. You just see the ball and just go, take it.
You know what? That's a good thing. When you're talented like you just let it rip. Into the top 10, is it different playing these big events as opposed to last summer when you had that beautiful run in Canada where there were less expectations on you, whereas here it's like Vicky Mboko, now she's one of the contenders for these titles consistently?
Yeah, well, I definitely do think it's a bit different. I mean, especially last year, no one really knew who I was, so I think going into tournaments, you're not expected to make semifinals, or I don't know. Regardless of that, I think it's still important to just take it match by match. Everyone's going to play good tennis, whether they're ranked higher or a bit lower. So I think if I focus on myself and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do on court, that's what matters the most. And hey, if my opponent plays a great match, they play a great match. There's not sometimes you can't control some things.
I'm always curious when you're at a young age and you sort of burst on the scene, become this superstar, there's a lot that comes along with it also. And in the beginning, it's the love of the game and you're just focused on it. But, there's a lot of, companies that want to do things with you, collaborate with you. You're so great for the game.
Yeah.
Are you finding that balance challenging at all, or do you enjoy it?
Things.
I'm always curious when you're at a young age and you sort of burst on the scene, become this superstar, there's a lot that comes along with it also. And in the beginning, it's the love of the game and you're just focused on it. But, there's a lot of, companies that want to do things with you, collaborate with you. You're so great for the game.
Yeah.
Are you finding that balance challenging at all, or do you enjoy it?
No, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, kind of enjoying the journey of what comes alongside off-court as well. Many different opportunities that come and so many new things I'm exposed to. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool to see tennis from when you're not competing on the court and everything that goes behind the scenes. And yeah, whether it's endorsements or events you go to or these little cool things here and there, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and everyone's screaming, Vicky, Vicky,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Indian Wells, very different vibe. It's a gorgeous tournament, but it's much more calm in the desert. This is Miami. You got all sorts of stuff going on all the time, which is more the Vicky Mboko. Cool. The energy is amazing.
Yeah.
Another very talented youngster, Mira Andreeva. She won. You guys will face off in the next round, round of 16. That's a match that everyone's going to be looking forward to. You must be very fired up for that one.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm excited. I'm sure we're going to play each other so many times. We joke about it all the time when the draw comes out and we're like, get away from me. Why are you in my quarter? But it's funny. No, we're great friends. I'm always rooting for her and vice versa. We text all the time, and no, I'm really happy to play her. Unfortunately, it has to be so early, not in the final. But yeah, it's okay, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, and we're playing doubles, so.
I have a funny feeling that you guys will be playing a lot of finals as well. Is it Is it easier to play a friend or someone you aren't as close with?
Someone I'm not as close with. Yeah, there's
Straight
not as much sentimental value, I'd say.
Week it has been top 10 wins, match points saved. What do you take away from this week in Doha?
Yeah, well, I first of all want to thank everyone who came to support this week. Everyone did a really great job, and it was just amazing. I want to thank Carolina and her team. You played very well. Hopefully you can have many great matches in the future, and hopefully I can play you more in the future, so I want to thank you. I want to thank all the sponsors, Total Energy and Qatar Tennis Association, and yeah, all the sponsors, all the supervisors, and everyone who helped make this tournament possible. And lastly, I want to thank my team, Natalie, Carrie, and my dad for supporting me this week. It's not the outcome I wanted, but I think there's so many positives to take away, and yeah, thank you.
Victoria, congratulations. We'll send you up on stage to collect your finalist trophy.
Two best friends. One draws the other in every tournament and texts, "Get away from me." The other calls her best friend not just on tour, but in life. Now they're stepping onto Roland Garros clay together. If you want to follow this doubles run before the rest of the world catches up, subscribe right now. Drop in the comments, do you think Eala and Mboko can go all the way at the French Open? We read every single one.